Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising and Cancer Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 12th. That's right, 2017. And a quick announcement for everybody. A lot of people have been asking for an opportunity to have a tarot home study course. Where basically you can download all the curriculum that I teach for like tarot tutorships and all the classes that I do and all the documents. I'm actually working on that. And it's going to be debuting on July 1st. And it's over 3 hours of video content teaching all about the tarot, getting you introduced to the tarot. There's supplementary documents, all kinds of text files and spreads and things like that also coming out. And it's going to be available for pre-order. Alright, actually it's available for pre-order now. So if you pre-order it, you actually get it at a discount, and then you can actually bring your voucher back to the website when it's available on the 1st of July and get to cracking, get working on it. So if you're interested in doing that, again, it's at my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you get a session with me. And you can just follow the links below, whatever you want to do. So what's going on with your astrology this week, Cancer? Well, on Tuesday, we've got Mercury in your 12th house, so you passed your privacy in your hidden zone, forming a bit of a tense square to Neptune, currently in your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, your spiritual practice, broadcasting, multicultural exposure. And when we have Mercury in the 12th house, which is also a deeply spiritual place, forming a square to Neptune, it's kind of an interesting angle to see, because it kind of reminds me of that REM song, Losing My Religion. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's losing their religion. But it does have us looking into, when we think about moving into a space where we have to take ownership of our spiritual practice and our faith outside of group mind, outside of, the healing circle or the temple or the church or the whatever. Pay attention this week, because you may be in a situation where you find something that resonates with you that will not resonate with everyone else. But your spiritual journey is your spiritual journey. Don't let the group, the circle, the church, the whatever, come between you and the divine. I mean, there are centuries of issues related to things like that, and there could be an issue coming up in that regard around you, where what truly is a divine experience for you may not be something everyone else is actually ready for, or may not be something people are comfortable with, because maybe they're in those circles, churches, and temples and things like that for other reasons, and that's okay too, that's their journey. On Wednesday, we have the Sun in your 12th house, you passed your privacy in your hidden zone, forming opposition to Saturn, currently retrograde in your 6th house of work, reputation, and your physical health. And there may actually be a situation coming up here where you are offered an alternative that is actually much better than a current health routine that you are on, whether it's a treatment plan that you are on, an exercise routine that you are on. Maybe it's a recovery plan if you are getting over surgery, or you have a restricted diet, or you need to be on a restricted diet, or perhaps this is something to do, maybe even not necessarily with the physical health, but more like mental emotional health, PTSD, or whatever. This is a situation where you actually have a better alternative being brought your way. There may be something that is kind of brought up that speeds us through this process, or actually optimizes the situation in a way where you're starting to see some results where there may have been some kind of roadblock before. You may be finally seeing the results in some kind of physical health routine if you're trying to get your weight under control, or your body to where you want it to be, all kinds of things like that. So this opposition can actually work out very well for you, but it may be coming up in a frustrating way, because somebody may have some revelation they need to share with you about something you've both been doing. Okay? So what's going on with your cards then this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Sigil Keeper. And the Sigil Keeper upright talks about a need to pay attention to where, when we have things like signs and symbols and messages and all that good stuff, where are people not able to tell us in words what they need to say? And what do we need to pay attention to based on their actions, or again, cues that they're giving us? Some people give us messages in code, or some people they haven't thought enough about a situation, or maybe they're not comfortable saying something out loud yet, or maybe they don't feel like they can tell you. People are going to be telling you a lot of secrets subtly this week. Now, I'm not saying getting paranoid and assuming that everyone's doing that all at the same time is a good idea, certainly not. But with the Sigil Keeper, it is important to pay attention to what not just what people are not saying, but also at the same time when somebody's trying to get your attention because they don't know how. They're trying to point your attention to something very important to them or very vital, maybe even important to you. Maybe it's within the family, within the office, within the building, that can't be made explicit yet. And there may be a need to pay attention to when somebody's trying to let you be in the know on this situation where a lot of people are in the dark. It could be good. I know it sounds a little secret squirrel, but it might not necessarily be a bad thing, okay? For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now, interestingly enough, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, this can indicate a situation where a person may be trying to take advantage of your generosity and of your kindness this week. Usually with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, we do see somebody who is, they're a real aggressive haggler. They're always trying to get a little bit more for, more for nothing. And usually with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, we have somebody with no scruples. Okay, we've all had that person where, they pay for a certain service, or they order a certain thing, or they hire us for a certain thing, and then they try to get as much for nothing as possible. I don't look at her as a shrewd human being when I look at the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I look at somebody who is exploitative. And be careful about that happening in a situation, this week, because usually these issues take up more time away from people who will pay. Alright, whether it's people who will pay you to do the job, or people who will pay off when you pay them to do the job this week. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed could be somebody close, this could be a friend, this could be somebody that you have a hard time saying no to. Alright, but it's important to pay attention to where this is happening because, again, the consequences are twofold. It's like we get less and less opportunity for people who are actually going to be fair and do more. For your communications with air, when it comes to friends, relatives, and the others in your life, we have the Devil card reversed. Now this card is actually a really good reversed card. Yes, reversed cards can be good. Because the reversed Devil always talks about breaking free. And I'm actually seeing this as somebody somebody you care about, again, the others in your life, actually breaking free of a toxic influence in his or her life. This influence could be a person, okay? Maybe we're happy to hear that our friend or our relative has broken up with a toxic boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe they're leaving a social group. Maybe it's one of our kids. They're leaving a group that we know is a bad influence on them. The Devil card reverse is kind of saying there's a freedom, there's a relief coming your way because, again, a malignant influence is leaving somebody else's life that you share space with. This can also apply to non-human situations, if a person may be trying to quit smoking or get control of their life in a way like that, do something good for themselves. That could also be the case. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Three of Swords upright. Three of Swords can often indicate issues where you are caught between a rock and a hard place because you may be feeling like you're put in a position to betray somebody. Or there's feelings of betrayal definitely circulating around here. Now, usually with the Three of Swords, it has to do with people switching sides. Okay, when we talk about switching sides in relationship issues, switching sides in group issues and things like that, you may be the one switching sides, dear. Because with the Three of Swords, there may be a situation that comes up that requires you to switch sides. You may be the one having the revelation. And the issue is with the Three of Swords upright, you can't help whomever is feeling betrayed. You can't stop them from being betrayed because, again, sometimes that feeling of betrayal comes from a lot of insecurity. It has to come and then it has to be healed. It's not something that you can just put off. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Nine of Wands reversed. Another good reversed card because this indicates people are letting their guard down. Walls are coming down, okay? Where there may have been locked doors, we now have keys. Alright, this is the kind of energy that you see from the Nine of Wands reversed. If your lover or your sweetheart or your crush has been sort of emotionally walled off, if you've been feeling like there's a lack of connection, if you feel like somebody has been sort of hiding, and it may not necessarily be in a mean way. Some people keep things to themselves because they're not done processing it, and it feels like they're not letting us in. They don't want any help when they need help. The Nine of Wands reversed kind of says, hey, guess what? This is going to be opening up for you. This person's finally going to come out about this situation, opening it up and sharing it with you. And again, this may not necessarily be something that revolves around you. This may be a situation that has to go back to childhood. They didn't tell anyone. This could be a situation that they've been trying to deal with, or maybe they're, again, that wall is up. They seem emotionally preoccupied because something set them off, and we didn't even know that such a small thing could. We finally have that explanation coming out this week, and that sharing as well. You may get some explanations as to why they may not like certain people, in the social circle or in their family. You may get information on why certain things are easier or harder from them. It's an opportunity to get close and personal because the walls are coming down. And the same thing can happen even with a crush revealing themselves to you. So that is your horoscope, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.